You burst into the world with a scream, barely bigger than a turkey, slick with the sticky warmth of your egg. Around you, a handful of siblings struggle free from their shells, their tiny claws scrabbling for balance in the dirt. The air smells of wet earth and green leaves, a humid reminder that you're in the heart of the Cretaceous period. This is your home, a vast, untamed wilderness of towering conifers, sprawling ferns, and open plains stretching beneath a warm, hazy sky. Your mother is gone, and honestly, she probably didn't even notice you hatched. Tyrannosaurus rex parents aren't known for being nurturing. She laid her eggs and moved on, leaving nature to decide your fate. That's okay, though. You're on your own now, and survival is your responsibility. The forest around you buzzes with life, the distant bellows of sauropods, the sharp cries of small predators, and the constant hum of insects. To your tiny, still developing body, this jungle feels endless and overwhelming. Everything is bigger, stronger, and faster than you, which makes you easy prey. A dinosaur hatchling like you is a walking snack for anything with teeth or claws. But even at this size, you've got fight in you. Your legs, though short and wobbly, are strong for your size, and your jaws are already packed with sharp little teeth. Sure, your stubby arms are almost laughably useless, but you don't need them to survive. You dart through the underbrush like a shadow, quick and clever, keeping to the thickest cover where nothing can see you. Food is everywhere if you know where to look. At first, you snap at anything small enough to fit in your mouth. Beetles, dragonflies, tiny amphibians. The crunch of a bug between your teeth becomes a regular part of your day, and though it's not glamorous, it fills your belly. Some days you get lucky and find a lizard basking in the sun, its body fat and warm from the heat. Those are feast days. One afternoon, as you scavenge near a muddy stream, a shadow falls over you. Your heart leaps into your throat as you freeze, every muscle in your tiny body tense. A small predator, sleek and sharp-eyed, prowls nearby. It's not much larger than you, but its long claws and alert gaze make it clear that it's a threat. You hold perfectly still, pressed low to the ground, praying it doesn't notice you. Finally, it moves on, its footsteps fading into the distance. Close call. You're alive another day. Weeks turn into months, and you grow fast, really fast. Your legs stretch longer, your body thickens, and your tail becomes a powerful counterbalance for your now muscular frame. The soft down that once covered your skin is replaced by tough, scaly armor, mottled with patterns that help you blend into the forest floor. Your baby teeth fall out, replaced by an arsenal of adult ones, curved, serrated, and perfect for crushing bone. You're not just surviving anymore. You're thriving. Hunting becomes a daily ritual. At first, it's small, timid dinosaurs, creatures barely bigger than you. You've learned patience, crouching low in the underbrush, your patterned skin blending seamlessly with the ferns. You wait for hours, still as a rock, until an unsuspecting ankylosaurus wanders too close. Then you strike, your jaws snapping shut with incredible force. The thrill of your first successful hunt sends a surge of confidence through you. Your world is vast and wild, a mix of open plains and dense forests. The plains are golden and sunlit, dotted with herds of Edmontosaurus and the occasional hulking Triceratops. The forests are darker, their towering conifers creating a shadowy underworld teeming with life. Rivers carve through the landscape, winding their way to distant lakes and marshes. Life here is a constant battle, and every creature is armed to the teeth, from the smallest raptor to the largest sauropod. You've started to encounter other T-Rexes, juveniles like yourself. These meetings are tense, a mix of curiosity and aggression. Once, a younger rival tried to steal your kill, a freshly scavenged carcass. You responded with a growl so deep and threatening that it sent them running. It felt good to win, but you know these encounters will only get more intense as you grow. The challenge of survival is never-ending. Some days, the weather itself works against you. Torrential rain floods the plains, turning everything to mud. The once distant thunder now rumbles so close you feel the vibrations in your bones. In those moments, you hunker down, trying to stay dry beneath thick trees, your stomach growling as the storm rages on. But this is your life. In nature, there is no rest for the weary. By the time you reach adulthood, you're a force of nature. At nearly 40 feet long and weighing over 7 tons, you're the apex predator of your world. Most creatures scatter at the sight of you, and those that don't quickly regret their bravery. Your roar shakes the earth, a deep bone-rattling sound that declares your presence to the jungle. Hunting is no longer about small prey. You stalk Edmontosaurus herds now, watching from the shadows as they graze on the plains. It's not just brute strength that wins the hunt. You've learned to read their movements, to pick out the weak or injured, and to strike with precision. When you charge, the ground trembles beneath your feet, and your prey barely has time to react before your jaws clamp down. Your success isn't just measured in kills, it's also in territory. You need a stretch of land to call your own, rich in prey and safe from rivals. Claiming it isn't easy. Other adult T-Rexes challenge you, their roars echoing across the plains as they stake their claims. These battles are fierce, leaving you with scars that tell the story of your dominance. But you win, and the land is yours. As you settle into your territory, life becomes a strange balance. You've conquered the landscape, but maintaining control isn't easy. Rivals constantly circle, waiting for a sign of weakness. Your body, once youthful and full of energy, begins to feel the strain of constant fights. Seasons change, and with them, your instincts. The scent of a mate fills the air, a heady signal that pulls you across miles of rugged terrain. When you find her, the courtship is intense. You roar and display your strength, circling her in a slow, deliberate dance. She responds in kind, her movements cautious but intrigued. Eventually, the two of you come together, ensuring the legacy of your kind. The bond is fleeting, but it's enough. Somewhere in the future, another generation of T-Rex hatchlings will burst into the world, just as you did. Years pass, and you remain a titan of the Cretaceous. But the weight of time begins to show. Your hunts take longer. Your movements aren't as quick as they used to be. A younger rival challenges you for your territory, and though you fight with all the strength you have left, your power is no longer enough. You retreat, battered but alive, to a quieter corner of the forest. One day, you lie beneath the canopy, watching the sunlight filter through the towering trees. You've lived a life of power and survival, of triumphs and scars. You've shaped this land, left your mark. As your eyes close, you feel the hum of the earth beneath you, the cycle continuing. The jungle reclaims you, as it reclaims all things. The world moves on, but you were here. A king, a legend, a T-Rex. You have seen the passing of seasons, the rise and fall of empires, the endless circle of life. The very jungle you roamed as a hatchling, with its towering trees and infinite horizons, is now a memory etched into your bones. You remember the time when the world seemed impossibly large, filled with dangers at every turn. But you overcame it all. You fought, you hunted, and you survived, becoming the ruler of the land. Now, in your final years, you take solace in knowing that your legacy will live on. You may not have been the fastest or the strongest forever, but you learned to adapt, to think and plan beyond pure power. And even as your body begins to slow, the jungle around you continues to pulse with life. Your story may be nearing its end, but life, in all its forms, will carry on. As you lie beneath the shadows of the great trees, the forest remains as it always has been. Wild, untamable, and eternally changing. And as the jungle reclaims you, it gives way to a new generation. The world moves on, but you were once its fiercest ruler. You were a T-Rex, and for a time, that was enough.